And we are live. There we go. What's up, everybody? Yeah, he's wearing the sunglasses. Yeah, maybe because he looks a little tired. Or maybe just because I wanted to wear sunglasses today. I don't know. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in to another Tuesday night cool down. I just forgot to change that sound alert, to be honest. I forgot that that's what that was. I thought it was actual music for a second. But we're still just a little bit coffee. Okay, we're not fully out of the woods yet with the stupid throat thing. As you can hear there, if I talk long enough, inevitably a cough will rise to the surface and make its way out. But I'm not in pain right now, which is important. It's just a mild tickle. So I'm not into tickling, but it's something that we can manage. Okay. So I'm glad you're all here. I'm going to say hi to you guys in chat, get caught up real quick. And then we're going to get right into talking about a few things that, are interesting to me. Hopefully will be interesting to you as well. First in chat, Valenturd Ferguson says first. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you're first. Damn it, I don't have my one song that I normally play. So we'll do hammer time. Thank you for being first. That's what you get. You get a hammer time. Because I don't have any other sound alerts right now that are long musical sound alerts. That won't get me immediately copyright claimed, I should say. But good to see you, Valenturd Ferguson. Thank you for being first. Glenathan, say I remembered. So what the salute says, my eyes are deceiving me. They are not deceiving you. It is absolutely an epic mic stream and a Tuesday night cooldown. We're here. Lost Haven says, why was there an additional Black History Month watching fee on top of the regular stream fee for this? Listen, I don't make the rules when it comes to what we do for Black History Month. I just let it happen. Okay? Sorry, I'm going through Bluetooth headsets right now, so I'm turning on the noise cancellation because I could hear myself talking, because there's also like an open ear thing where you can hear everything going on outside, and that was too loud. So, especially when I coughed. Holy fuck says, free the pets, please. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. You'll have to clarify that for me later. I'm going to turn myself down just a hair. I'm going to get closer to the mic because I was peeking a little bit. I don't know why my sound is a little bit off today. Maybe I'll turn myself up just a tiny bit. There we go. Maybe that's better. Let me know. I'll catch up in chat in a little bit here and we'll see. Apollo Monopoly says, woo! Hi, Apollo. Good to see you. Naruto the 7th says, hello, Epic Mike. I hope that you're feeling better, and I hope that you and everyone in the chat is having a good week. Well, thank you, Naruto. I'm having an interesting week so far. It's not been particularly bad. It also hasn't been particularly good. It's just been a week, but this is helping make it better. Hanging out with you guys always is a big boost to my week. I always feel better, and we're trying to get back to more consistent streaming now that I'm feeling better. So that's what we're working on, and this is taking good steps towards that. I also have tea. And I'm hoping that tea will help a lot. I'm definitely trying. So let me make sure that my mic is the right kind. Okay. All right, we're gonna blow through this chat real fast. I'm gonna say hi to people quickly so we can get to talking about stuff. I'm gonna keep it to at least 2 hours, but maybe a little less depending on how my voice holds up. Miss Rough Night, welcome in and chat. Good to see you. Tubby Tank says, how are the Tigers looking this offseason? Any fun moves? I'm not sure because I don't watch a lot of baseball. So I am not sure exactly how they're doing. I would have to actually start paying attention to baseball a lot more. I'm more interested in the Lions and how the Lions are going to be doing, especially in the offseason, getting a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator and seeing how they play out under Dan Campbell. I'm thinking that the Lions are going to reload and come back stronger next year. I think they had a really solid defense, and those injuries just ravished everybody. Ravaged everybody. I think going in the next year, I think they'll be a lot better. But also they have some restructuring and figuring out what they need to do offensively so they don't get destroyed again. Bruce Waves. Hi, Bruce. Good to see you. St. Adam says, wooga wooga. Welcome in, St. Adam. Brimstone says, Badgercast. Oh, my God, dude. I can't believe I even said that on a stream. A really old movie says, great show tonight in Tuesday's main event. This Kendrick Lamar controversy is so stupid. Some conservatives are becoming the bot who cried woke. It's ridiculous. We'll definitely get into that and talk about that a little bit. I think it's an important conversation to have. Stress level 100 says Tuesday night's main event was fun as always. Oddly enough, I missed that weird white chick that tricked her boyfriend to moving into her house because he thought she could make sandwiches. Real talk though, Bushcast win. I know Savvy's been incredibly busy. I know that she's back home now, which is awesome. She had a great time. As far as Bushcast, I'm just not sure. We've been talking about it on and off, and the holiday season really threw a wrench in that. And then after the holidays, we were hoping we'd be less busy. We're actually more busy. Maybe something that we do like a one-off, where we just hang out and do like a stream together, like a one-off stream or something. And if we can make more happen, we will. I'm also still in talks with Amanda, Daywalker Comedy. She's just been very busy as well. And me being sick threw a monkey wrench into that as well. But I am planning on having her on the show at some point soon, so we can hang out and talk and just shoot the shit like we do on her show. So be looking out for that. As soon as I have a specific day, I'll announce it and let you guys know. Z Hina says Bearda. Yeah, he transitioned from Beardo to Bearda. It's pretty wild. John Kennedy says, hey, Epic Mike. What's going on, John Kennedy? Okay, so now, before I started the stream, I cleared my throat really well, coughed it all out. I was like, good. Now there's like a tickle in the back of my throat, and if I talk for any length of time, I can just feel it working its way up. Don't clip that, please. JB Spooky Review says, Mike, you mocking Beardo's very gay hiccups might have been the hardest I laughed in a very long time. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty good. John Kennedy says, Afrocast, right? This is technically Tuesday night's cooldown, but it's the same thing as Afrocast, just has a fancy name. So this cough is bothering me a lot, and I'm trying not to pull a DSP in the middle of streams. I don't like doing that to you guys. I think that's kind of rude. Obviously he doesn't think it's rude, and people still sometimes for some reason watch his streams and give him money for doing that. But I don't want to do that to you. All right, I'm starting to lose chat, so I got to move quickly. Z Highness says, Ryan hiccups, no biggie. Beardo's hiccups. Bleh. Very true. Hi, Z Highness. Lost Braves fan says, please, Mike, can I have my dog back? No, you cannot. Lost Brave fan, good to see you. Horror Host says, welcome back, Epic Mike. Quick question, have you ever listened to the rants of Francis E. Deek Esquire? They're something. I have not. Interesting. Charles Devane says, hail Meek, oh yeah. The cream of the crop on Tuesday night's cooldown. Remember, folks. Remember, yeah. Jeremy is a raging homosexual man, and Beardo is retarded. Oh, yeah. Hail the Black Badger. Hit me up on that meth delivery. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't do meth, and you shouldn't either. Good morning, B-Man. Good to see you. Degenerate says, nice MF Doom. I've always liked him and Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Yeah, MF Doom is the fucking goat, bro. He was so good. Rest in peace. Your side of Cyclops says, hey, y'all. What's going on, man? There we go. That's a full cough. Grey Ghost says, Mike, what's going on, Grey Ghost? Mike, I won't dislike your next Critical List review, but I will dislike the one after. I appreciate that, Ferguson. I really do. I appreciate you keeping me honest out there. That one dislike always bothers me, and then I immediately remember that it's probably you, and then it makes me laugh. So, Liberty Prime says, Ubisoft admitted Yasuke is pointless. I saw something about that. I haven't seen what they said yet, though. Turd has become a great moderator. Yeah, he's been great. I very much appreciate him. What's going on, Rough Night? I hope you're feeling a little bit better, buddy. Chalk and All Bear says, finally catching a live stream again. Me is good company while I continue to write my custom tabletop RPG. Ooh, that sounds pretty rad. Tabletop RPGs are awesome. That sounds very, very, very cool. Emily Kruger says, hail. Hi, Emily. Good to see you. Just barely not late and gay, says Valentine Ferguson, right? Gig Giggity says 45th. I'm slacking. I'll do better, Mike. I promise. You're all good, Gig Giggity. What's going on, Jose Taco? Good to see you, buddy. Richard Dower says, hashtag free our pets. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you guys are talking about. If your pets aren't free, then maybe you shouldn't be making them so easily accessed by the non-existent Meekrit police. That's all I have to say. Irish Jedi says, howdy, partners. What's going on, Irish Jedi? Sissy84. Hi, Sissy. I'm so sorry I did not see you at MegaCon. I saw you at MegaCon in a live stream. You were saying hi to Ripa, and you're getting something signed, but I'm bummed that I didn't get to come hang out with you. I'm bummed that I didn't get to see you in person. But I'm glad that it looks like you had a good time. I hope Little Man had a good time. I hope you guys had a lot of fun while you were there. So, and very sorry that I missed you, but there'll be other meetups to meet at, I'm sure. Miss Ruff says, hello, Ferg. James and Davis, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Chalk and All Bear says, it's based on the Pathfinder 1E D&D 3.5 engine, but the idea is that you level up abilities by using them in classes, just add bonus abilities on top of it. I like that. That's pretty rad. D-Matt says, well, fancy meeting you all here on this wonderful Tuesday night. How goes it all? It is going, man. James Miller says, up late watching Epic Mic. Time well spent. Well, thank you, James. That's very kind. Valentine Ferguson says, be sure to like the stream on your way in, dudes. If you want to, I mean, you could do whatever you want. It's like it's not like I'm demanding anything from you. It's your life. Live it how you want. Anyway, that's a good way of doing it. The call to action, but like a calm, nice call to action, you know? Residents of Meeksville report explosions of missing pets. Male seen running from house with a cat in one arm and cake in the other. That's wild. Goodness gracious, this cough is killing me, guys. All right, I'm trying to get through chat. Hi, Sherry, good to see you. Max K, what's going on? Single Guy Cookie says Meek needs to play Cabin Factory. Forget Final Fantasy or Resident Evil. I think I've seen somebody play that and it looks scary and I don't like it. But I'll probably play it if it is scary because you guys like me playing scary games for some reason. What's going on, Agent Orange? Good to see you, man. Tommy Doyle, what's going on? Good to see you, Tommy. Probably won't free your pets, but you never know. Valentine Ferguson sharing the Streamlabs link. And also the merch link was shared by Miss Rough Night earlier. Thank you guys for sharing those links. Yep, if you want to get some cool, awesome merch, go over to my Fourth Wall website. You can check it out there. All the merch there is permanent. That'll stay in the store for a while. I am working, now that I'm better, much better, I'm getting back to work on the exclusive merch that we're going to have. That's going to be there for a limited time. We'll get going on that. There's going to be a lot of fun ones. There's going to be there's going to be grifter merch, chicken merch. The chicken merch should be a lot of fun. Chicken grits. But yeah, there will be other merch that you guys can pick up. Be there for a limited time, but I'll keep you guys posted on all of that. Lord Botha says, what up, Mike? Listening to you while grinding through Kingdom Come 2. Hope I don't catch the gay or whatever the new discourse is on today, right? Pretty wild how it's kind of died down all of a sudden, though. Especially after the creators were like, yeah, there are no children in this game. We aged up everyone on purpose so that there were no children in this game. James says, are you feeling better, Mike? I am feeling a lot better. I'm like, I told somebody the other day, I'm like 80%. I still am like a little fatigued, but not as bad as I was. And I'm still congested enough that I keep coughing, but it's like the cough doesn't hurt anymore. It's just like a weird, irritating, like tickle in my throat that I can't seem to like shake loose. So, Max K says, how's your beaties? I don't have diabetes, but it's fine. Tommy Doyle says, I recently celebrated my 26th birthday today. Everyone exploded my Twitter notifications. Well, Tommy, happy freaking birthday, dude. I don't have a happy birthday sound. Let me see if I can find something that sounds like I'm celebrating your birthday, though. This is a good celebration sound. Happy birthday, Tommy. Everybody wish Tommy a happy birthday in the chat, please. What's up, Agent Orange? Good to see you. Donald Smith says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. in the chat. What up, Epic Mike? Drop the mic. Nice shades. Thank you so much, Donald. Canman says, Meek. What's going on, Canman? Bro, we saw our guy. He made it to the Rumble.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
What's going on, Canman? Hey, Zencat, good to see you. All right, Kanan, good to see you as well. Coughcast, oh my god, dude. Mike, have you ever considered those blue light glasses? I need to get some, and I have considered them, but Resident Evil 3 when? Probably either tomorrow or Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna try for tomorrow though. I think tomorrow's gonna work. I have a busy day in the morning tomorrow, but as long as I get all that cleared up, I should be able to do Resident Evil 3, start it tomorrow and play through it. So, what's up, Agent Orange? Throat COVID? Yeah, something like that. All right, I am so fucking behind on chat. Jim Watereye just gifted 5 channel memberships. You know what that gets you. Thank you for the channel memberships, Jim. I appreciate you. Gifted one to War Wizard, Bill Putnam, Trash Talk, Tim Carvelis, and Pagesphere. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the gifties. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. What's up, Rival Valkyrie? Good to see you. Darth Cisco. We got a lot of people hanging out in chat. Tom Cooper says Mike is blind now. Rest in peace. Must make it extremely difficult to read chat. He doesn't let that stop him. Yeah. I'm always just feeling chat, you know? I can feel it when you guys send in your chats. Just feeling around, doing stuff. That's kind of wild. That's my Stevie Charles impression. Let's see here. Wait, who's this guy? I thought it was Badger last week. That's wild. All right, I'm so fucking behind on chat. All right, I'm going through quickly. If I see anything pop out, I'll say hi. I hate when the butt is weak. I do too. Consistent stream is important, especially as you get older. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Consistent streams are important. Yeah, you got to get it all out there in one go. You don't want to have to stop in the middle. Tea, honey, lemon, and whiskey cures a cold. I've never drank whiskey. I have been trying a lot of tea and honey. I think we have lemons. Maybe I'll have to put some lemon in there as well. I have like a throat coat tea in here. Not a throat goat tea, throat coat tea. It's supposed to help with like sore throats and stuff, not to help me with my throat like that. That's gay. Super gay. And that's not what I meant. Gay. What's up, Shell? How you doing, Shell Frogs? Good to see you. Meek wants to ravish the lions. I thought he was married. Oh my god, that's not what I meant. It's been a while. Give me that bucket. What are you talking about, sissy? What do you mean by that?
Chicken grease.
Maybe Lions will pick up Debo on trade. Maybe. Savvy's PC is broken also. Yeah, she has a tablet, and then she fucking like did a hot tub stream in Florida. It immediately like knocked her tablet over and spilled water all over the fucking thing. Dude, it's wild. Glenn says turn your head and cough. Savvy seems to be a bit of a spaz. Yeah, if you haven't caught that yet, boy oh boy, are you in for a treat. Boy, is that the truth. Almost no one can drive one anymore. I can actually drive stick. I for years drove a couple massive work trucks that were stick shifts. So, oh, did I miss chat? Oh, I just got weird, buzzy, and robotic. Did I? Let me see what's going on. Let me see what chat is saying here. Let me cut it up. Is it still messed up? Stevie Mike. Oh god. Is my sound still messed up, guys? If my sound is still messed up, let me know. Tickle in your throat, god damn it. I don't know why I say things, guys. Rolando A. Ramirez says, hey, Epic Mike, why does Extra Zero hate so many of your friends? I don't know, man. You know, I try to stay out of that drama stuff, but I don't know. People be having problems with each other, I guess. As long as, you know, he doesn't try to lump me into it all. Basket City for 5. See if I can find, where are my fart sounds? Says, hello, Epic Mike. Miss you at the meetup. Hopefully next year. Yeah, I think next year is going to be the year. Rough Night says, chat, I am in fact dying. That's not good. Good. Okay, thank you. Miss Rough Night. She was sending me messages letting me know my sound sounded weird for a second there. Chick74 says, hello, Stevie Meek. Renaissance Boomer says, bring out your dead. Ding, bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, that's pretty good. I made a Wizarding World tabletop RPG using the 1E New World of Darkness mechanics. Really? Yeah. Excuse me. I have a friend of mine who I beat in person. We do like different tabletop RPGs and stuff, and she owes me a Harry Potter game. She said if I watched all the movies that she would run a game at some point for us. Me and the group that get together, we've all been gaming together for years, and she has not run that game for us yet. I know she's been busy, and if she's watching, I'm just kind of putting her on blast right now because I really want to see how she does the Harry Potter game. That'd be really fun. So, already over 70 likes. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Gizatron said, hey, Meek, great to catch you live for once. Cheers. Thank you. Good to see you, man. What's up, Escapo? How you doing, buddy? Excuse me. The Admiral says, lurking after church small group. Hail all, God bless. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I hope small group is good. Small groups are awesome. That's the way of the future, man. Smaller groups, being able to build growth and sharpen each other and build that kind of intimacy to go into the bigger congregation and be able to share and get to know each other. A lot of congregations, people go to church, you know, all like their whole lives and never get to know even the person sitting a couple seats down from them and stuff. It's important. Fellowship and relationship is the key to moving forward with church and the key to moving forward as the body of Christ. If we're not unified and we don't know each other and don't actually love each other like family, then how are we ever going to like function as one? Anyways, yeah, I saw you guys said that my mic was messing up. Hopefully it's better now. Dude, I sound like I'm in a robot's butthole. Yikes. Hopefully it's better. Sissy called me a tease again. Don't worry, I'll get to you. Once I catch up on chat, Sissy. Chicken grease. Midnight Light says, hail, Meek and chat. What's going on, man? Your hostages are trying to hack into your audio, Meek. Well, I won't let them have it. I won't let them have it. Kendrick's show was easier to hear than Meek right now. That's fucking crazy, dude. Hopefully it's better now. Somebody said it was better. KG Corey's remember for 4 months. Hold on, let me see here. I went too far. There we go. Says, yo, Mike, hope you're feeling better. Maybe play a game of Gimme That Bucket will help. We'll get there, Cajun Corey, but I appreciate you, bro. Keep using honey. Go on. It's going to take him 15 minutes to see all the chats about his mic. Yeah, it did take me a little bit. The horror host says, I don't think the aged up argument works for Kingdom Come Deliverance, considering that Hans is said to be underage. The codex in the first game and 2 games take place in the same year. Well, according to them, the codex actually is not accurate towards the game. The codex is actually about the actual people and what they do, but I don't know. You know, I really don't know enough. I've only played the first game a little bit. I have not played the second game at all, but I don't think they would intentionally do something like that, knowing that they could get their game shut down, but maybe they did. I don't know. It's kind of a wild situation right now. I think a lot of people are picking that game apart unnecessarily because of what happened and because of the issue with a completely different thing. And when people try to justify their positions, sometimes they'll go off on tangents about other issues that I don't think are nearly as important. So, let's see here. Thank you guys for wishing Tommy a happy birthday. John Monkey says medicine equals loads of wild turkey, some lemon juice, some honey, a line of Coke, and some Vietnamese hookers. Get well, bud. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Didn't ask me to, what is wild turkey and alcohol? Because I thought you were talking about like actual wild turkey, like finding turkeys in the wild and killing them and eating them. If you meant wild turkey as like some kind of alcoholic drink, I don't do that. I also don't have sex with Vietnamese hookers as a rule. Mike, congratulate me. I wrote a biography about Beardo called Beards, Bananas, Bony Legs, and Hemorrhoids. Hey, Roblox head Leslie Headland, congratulations on your biography. Congratulations on getting that done. So, all right, we're almost caught up. Good luck tomorrow during Snowmageddon. Yeah, I hear that's supposed to be really bad tomorrow. I hope not, though. Audio's better now, by the way. Good. Hi, Cool Gamer. Welcome in, man. Mike is like Stevie Wonder, blind, but not really blind. Yeah, Stevie Wonder's blind, but he's like legally blind, not I'm blind and I can't actually fucking see anything. He can actually like see shapes and shit, which is really weird. Wild turkey is a whiskey. Okay, yeah, I kind of thought so. Yeah, yeah. So like Stevie Wonder could like drive a car and stuff. He's driven a car before. Obviously, they don't let him like on the main roads, but he can drive a car. Yeah, it's kind of wild. There might be some videos. I have to see. There's videos of him doing things where you can tell that he can see a little bit. And then Shaq has a story of him where he was in an elevator and the door opens and Stevie Wonder walks in, looks over at him, says, "Hey, Shaq," whatever. And yeah, he's like, Stevie can see. So hot water, lemon, and tea, about all you need. That's a good idea. Yeah, I got like the hot water and tea right here. It doesn't put lemon in it. So coating your throat with what? Oh God. You use your throat coat because you're the throat goat? No, I'm not like that. This sounds interesting, culturally educational, just like Columbia donkey fucking Kirsha 2025. That sounds like a Kirsha stream right there. Sevi and Chrysanth had a pool stream. Did they really? I missed that one. Savvy's a weirdo, but that's okay. I didn't like drinking orange juice when sick because phlegm makes it feel worse. Now I go 2/3 orange juice, 1/3 7-Up. There you go. 7-Up is like magical, bro. That's what my grandmother used to give me when I was sick. So, okay, I'm glad the sound is good now. Mike can read chat because he knows how to read Braille. I actually don't. If I actually went blind, I'd get fucked up pretty bad. Because I don't like to learn certain things. It was buzzing a bit earlier. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. I see you and you are in sync. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm using wireless headphones. So my regular in-ears, these bad boys, I don't know what happened to them, but one side died. Yeah, one side died. I think they got disconnected here, like some of the wire got frayed or something. So I can only hear out of one ear, and it's very, very disorienting. So I tried to use these until I get a new pair of in-ears. I'm trying to use these wireless earbuds, and the sound quality is great, but I do think that they add a little bit extra because of the Bluetooth and shit. I think they struggle a little bit sometimes. So yeah. We're almost good. Please stay out of that drama. You don't want to know. I really don't want to know. A hot tub stream link for research purposes? Yeah, you have to ask somebody. I'm not sure. My fam never had a manual vehicle. I've never had one myself, like in for like an actual like day-to-day vehicle. I had one for work, and I had to learn how to use it. And there was two different ones. We had this really big, giant, like 1950s Ford truck that was very difficult to drive, and had 4 gears in it, and in the top gear could only go about 50 miles an hour. That was rough. And then we also had a smaller truck that was also manual, but it was smaller and it was a little bit more manageable. But yeah, I got really good at driving stick shift. One of the worst nights of my life as far as driving a vehicle, I was delivering a load of firewood to somebody in the middle of the night. It was a family. They had called and they said that they were completely out of firewood, and we had like a really bad snowstorm coming in, and they were like, we really need it. I loaded the load. I had already delivered like 3 or 4 loads that day, but I was like, all right, I got to get to these people. So I loaded up my truck, and it was like getting dark out when I finished. And I drove in the middle of the night, and it started raining. And remember, it's supposed to start snowing soon. So it started raining, and it got like really slushy, but it wasn't like slushy, like, oh, I can't drive or it's throwing me all over the road. It just made the road slick enough. And getting to their house, in the last parts of the trip to their house was this hill, this big hill. And I remember I gunned it, got as much speed as I could in this fucking 1950s truck or whatever, and I was loaded for bear. I had a full like 2 cord of wood on, and I hit the hill, and I got like halfway up and had to kick down into creeper gear and pushed it and got to the very top of the hill, and the truck like just didn't have it anymore. I had to literally put it in neutral and let it just back down the hill, and I had to back down the road. Unfortunately, nobody was behind me, and then I gunned it and gave it everything it had, and then I started like driving like this way, like this up the hill to get up to the very top, to get to their house. Finally showed up, get to their house, dropped the firewood off, and they're like, oh my god, thank you so much, whatever. But they're like, you could have came first thing in the morning, you didn't have to drive all the way out here at night. And I'm like, well, when you called, you said you were out of firewood, so I take that very seriously. If you tell me you're out of firewood, I don't want you freezing and your family cold at night. Oh, no, we're fine, we had enough to make it through the night, we just knew we were going to be out first thing in the morning. Fortunately, they were very kind and gave me an extra tip, like a good tip. I didn't ask for it. I didn't get mad at them. I didn't yell at them. I just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm just telling you what you told me. And then they gave me a nice little tip at the end, and that was fun. So, am I getting robot again? Oh, geez. All right. This is what we're going to do. 1 second. All right. How does that sound? I wonder if that'll be better. I think this is going to be better. We'll see. I might have been that I was using those wireless headphones, so I just put in my in-ears. So I'll just have one ear that works and one ear that doesn't for now. I was distorted a bit, and then I guess it happened again. So just so we're clear, Mike, Kendrick is a great rapper, but his music, his actual music, is not good. I don't agree. I think he has some really good music. Somebody summed it up really well. We're going to get into this here in a second. Let me catch up with chat, and then we're going to get into the very first thing. We're going to get into the Kendrick conversation. What's up, Dingus? Good to see you. I don't want to get intimate with you. That's okay. I have Lady Epic for that. All right. Catching up with chat. All right. Single guy cooking for 10. Let me give you your 10 sound. Says for Cabin Factory, for sore throats, chicken stock, WE vegetables, whatever vegetables, and curry powder as much as you can take, spoonful every 10 to 15 minutes, never feel your throat at all. Interesting. There you go. I do put a lot of cayenne pepper and stuff when I'm sick, but curry powder might also be really good. That's a good idea. I appreciate that. All right, hopefully I stop getting all robot-y now. I think the headphone is picking up your voice. Yeah. That was weird. Hopefully it's better now. Let me see here. Let me try something.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Maybe that's better. Got some Mega Man sounds behind the vocals. That's weird, dude. Meek the Firewood Grifter strikes early in his grift career. Dude. Kind of sounds like me, says Meek. That's crazy. Mike was given a big tip. His throat has a tickle ever since. True story. No. No. All right, it's better. All right. Yeah, I should be good now. I don't know. I think it was just using my, what's it called? So, what's up, Drunk 3PO? How you doing, buddy? He says, sounds good. He just pops in my chat, just says, sounds good. That's all. Hey, chat. I'm not ignoring him. I know he thinks I'm ignoring him, but I'm not ignoring him. McHawk for 2 says, looking extra gay today. Thank you, McHawk. I appreciate it. Emilio just gifted 5 memberships. Welcome to the Meek, y'all. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Emilio. Gifted 1 to Creative Arsenal, Jim Crilly, Agent Orange, Holy Fuck, and Escapo. Thank you so much. All right, we're caught up. All right. We got to talk about this. So, Super Bowl happened. Not a good Super Bowl. Not an enjoyable Super Bowl for a lot of people. A lot of people were happy to watch the Chiefs get their shit kicked in. I do think that that's quite entertaining. Good for the Eagles. Not so great for the city of Philadelphia, where they basically were like, please guys, whatever you do not climb on the light poles. Do not climb on anything. Don't climb on the telephone poles. Don't climb on the light poles. Guys, please don't. And everybody's response to that was, this is Philadelphia. You don't tell us what to do. This is Brazil. So people were very, people were obviously going to immediately do the thing that they were told not to do. Let me see if I can find this video, by the way. McHawk just gifted a membership. Hold on, I'll play this real quick. Thank you for the gifted membership, McHawk. Gifted 1 to Evan Martin. Thank you so much, man. All caught up. Where's my bucket? Give me 1 second, sissy. I promise. I'm getting to your bucket. Let me see if I can find this one. Right here. Okay, yeah, this is it.
Don't climb light.
All right, I'm gonna just pull this up here. This is on TikTok. This was the mayor of Philadelphia.
Don't climb light poles or anything else. Please, Philadelphia, I implore you as your mayor, do not climb light poles.
Stephen A. is the goal.
Oh, jeez. Stop it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Damn it. I fucked it up. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. There we go.
Don't climb light poles or anything else. Please, Philadelphia, I implore you as your mayor, do not climb light poles or anything else.
I can't play all of that sound, but yeah, they immediately just started climbing on everything that they could find. Yeah, the lady was practically pleading with them. She's like, please don't climb anything, whatever you do. And they're like, uh-huh. And then immediately went out and climbed things. So bring back Cat. You guys want to watch the cat? All right. If we do this, you guys don't do this, you get caught up on watching TikToks. It'll be over for you guys. All right, I'll pull up the...
Do you want to eat?
I'll pull up this cat. This lady found like some stray fucking cat. There you go. That's the kitty. That's what you get. Win or lose, they always riot. I don't know why there are people who destroy their own town like that. They're just having a good time, man. You know, Philly's just out here celebrating. So is that Shannon Sharp in drag? Damn, that's wild, bro. Classic boomer. Thanks, Resev. Always good. Always good old Resev there to kick me right in the shins, kick me right while I'm down, right in the balls with his little nubby legs. Resev, were you at MegaCon? Did I see you at MegaCon? I saw some guy in a wheelchair, and I was like, I'm just gonna assume that that's Resev the cripple. Anybody in a wheelchair, I just assume immediately it's you. Like it could be like a 6'5" black guy who's there because he got ankle surgery and he's in a wheelchair. Immediately, is that Resev the cripple? So, please don't make me climb these. These aren't my tree climbing shoes. That's crazy. What's up, Epic stole my bike. I didn't steal anybody's bike. Yeah. Demon Kitty, what the fuck was that shit? Re-Kitty, the cat speaks truth. Sad Tuesday night's main event. It's no longer on Kick. Are they not doing it on Kick anymore? I didn't know that. Damn. I agree with Cat, right? Cat was having a hard time. So I was not at MegaCon, still looking for work, so I couldn't afford to go. I got you, Resev. Well, I hope you find a job that you're looking for. But thank you for the kick to the shins either way. And I appreciate you being here, bro. Mike is just excited because this is a big chance to say you all look alike. It's true. That's what I'm always looking for. Any chance I get to tell anybody of any race that they all look alike, it makes my day. So, all right, listen. Sissy's asked for it. She went to MegaCon. She had a good time. Research the Cripple needs to pick me up. We'll pull it up. I'll pull it up just for you because, you know, I care about you guys. I care about what you want. And this will give me a second to drink more tea and cough my lungs out. So, just for you, because I love you.
Chicken grits in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC, baby. It's my favorite. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. A finger licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou. The flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that touch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby. It's a chicken paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a southern mystery, project chicken, finger licking. Come and get it, that clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history. Let's get lost. Oh, keep the cost low. KFC is the gravy gobble. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket.
There we go. I'm unmuted. There you go, Sissy. Just for you. Because I care. Because I care. I know I was muted. I'm unmuted now. Kill me, man. I gotta eat healthy this month. I'm sorry. Listen, just eat chicken without breading on it. Just don't eat breaded chicken. Just eat regular chicken. It's good for you. RC Elman says, so Mike owes me $10 reverse grift fee. Good luck squeezing blood from a stone. I still hear chicken grits no matter how gross it is. Chicken grits might not be that bad. Reason the Cripple says, I'm not on the floor. You don't need to pick me up. I mean, you know, don't make me say it, Resev. Don't make me say it. You may not be on the floor, but like, you know, I'm not going to say it. Don't make me say it. Size and Satisfaction, best tune ever. That song makes me so happy, says Sissy. I'm glad. Mike, you're not muted. Still unmuted. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Bro, you're killing it with the MF Doom thumbnails. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like MF Doom. I'm also a big fan of Dr. Doom as an aesthetic. And I don't want to steal his like vibe and like just start wearing like Doom masks and stuff, but it would be so much fun to do that. Yeah, I really like the Dr. Doom aesthetic. So, all right, let's talk about this real quick. Because now my throat is actually starting to hurt a little bit, which is wild, but it's okay. We're gonna get into this. So we had the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl halftime show was a rapper, if you haven't heard about him, called Kendrick Lamar, and this is where, I mean, I saw a lot of discourse. I was being intentionally inflammatory because that's what I'm like on Twitter. And so one of the first things I said was, I'll read it in the voice that I thought it in. Because Matt Walsh said it was easily the worst halftime show I've ever seen, but Matt Walsh hates everything, and everybody's like, no, he's right. I didn't like it either. And I'm like, cool, yeah, but like the worst halftime show I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure Matt Walsh just likes to say stupid shit to say stupid shit. Where did I say? So yeah, I was being inflammatory, and I posted Twitter right now. I probably would have liked that halftime show if I could have understood a word that Negro was singing. Because a lot of the thing people were saying was like, oh, I can't understand him. Oh, he's mumbling, things like that. And like, listen, bad EQs, bad sound mixing absolutely will kill a show. Absolutely will kill a show. It will kill the momentum of a show. I do not think the sound mix was good for that show. I think that at the times things definitely sounded muddy, and at times things did not play well. But overall, like, yeah, I just think, you know, it was not as good as it could have been. That is not one of Kendrick's best performances. It's not one of his better performances. It was an okay performance. This is where I kind of took a little bit of issue. And like I said, I know some people don't really care, but I think it's an important conversation to have, especially when we're in the situation that we're in where, you know, people are feeling politically unfettered, which is a good thing. But also where people are feeling like they can express themselves fully, because they feel like the pendulum was swung back the other way. Because one of the things in some of the Discord I heard was that this was somehow, because Kendrick Lamar was here, was some kind of DEI Super Bowl halftime show. And I'm like, no, that's not even what that word means, first of all. But second of all, to say like this is DEI because Kendrick Lamar, and you know, when the real discourse here, and Adrienne Curry said it really, really, really well. She just said Kendrick does not have a lot of universal appeal. He's not a globally recognized brand. He's a very popular rapper, especially in the United States, and that does not translate to everybody knowing who he is or him being the perfect role for the Super Bowl. All of those things are valid criticisms. I am not trying to assert myself as any kind of authority on rap music or anything like that. I'm a guy on the internet with an opinion, and I get anybody saying rap is not my kind of music, I don't listen to it, so it wasn't my preference. Anybody saying I didn't like the sound EQ, I couldn't understand him very well. Anybody saying Kendrick doesn't have a lot of mass appeal, so I don't really know who he is, or that was, you know, I wasn't sure what the big deal about this guy was. Also, keep in mind, this is not Kendrick's first appearance even in the Super Bowl halftime show. But all that being said, the rhetoric that I cannot abide by, the rhetoric that bothers me, is saying shit like this is DEI. This is, oh, they just put a black guy out there because he's a rapper because that's what they're doing. Okay? Because if you actually watch his performance, he actually put on like American colors. He didn't have a bunch of half-naked women dancing in the background. He wasn't pushing any kind of weird Illuminati symbolism. He wasn't getting up in everybody's faces. He censored his language. He wasn't swearing a ton. Even if you don't like him and didn't like the performance, the fact is it's a pretty low-key performance. There's nothing egregious about it. And over the last like 10 years, I've seen a lot of people upset because of the weird symbolisms, because of the weird occult symbolisms in the background, because of the weird symbols that singers are making with their hand signs, all kinds of shit like that have been criticisms. Half-naked women gyrating when you're watching a Super Bowl and there may be kids watching. All valid criticism to have. But saying, you know what, I didn't like this or it wasn't my bag of tea, totally understandable. But then, and I want to clarify here, I do not have beef with Benny Johnson. I don't have beef with Benny. I just don't agree with his take here. Benny Johnson said this. Hi, this is not music. This is some loser mumbling. There's nothing artistic or redeeming about this. NFL, stop behaving like Americans like this. I fundamentally disagree with that take. Like I said, I don't have beef with Benny. I don't have beef with Benny, but I think something along the line, I think saying this is not music, I think saying this is some loser mumbling, or, oh, you know, there's nothing redeeming about this, really shows a lack of awareness about Kendrick Lamar and what his music is about and what he's about. And once again, if you don't know him and you just don't like his stuff or you don't prefer him, that's fine. But speaking out of ignorance and saying something as egregious as this is not music, there's nothing redeeming about this, when the guy literally is calling out like PDF files in the music industry, something that he's done for a long time, mind you. You know, somebody who writes songs about all of the brokenness and all of the ridiculousness within the rap community and within the music industry, all the people that are wrapped up in drugs and wrapped up in all kinds of horrible shit and all of these vices and drinking and doing alcohol and drugs and all this stuff, and him calling that out and saying that people need to get their lives together and that all of this is coming out of a place of pain, him writing songs where he like prays for people to get out of that kind of stuff and to get better, him openly talking about how he doesn't have a bunch of vices like that. All things that if my kids were going to listen to music or listen to rap music, I would want them listening to that over listening to somebody who's just promoting violence and sex and drug use. Absolutely. But if you assume that every rapper that exists all raps about the same thing, if you assume that all rap is about violence and sex and drug use and that's all they're pushing, and here's the thing, you can't tell me that people didn't say that, because a lot of people said that in the comments in response to what I had to say about it. We're all saying, well, I just don't want to hear all this rap crap. I don't want to hear anything ghetto. I don't want to hear anything talking about getting money and fucking bitches and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, well, fortunately, that's not what any of this was about. And if you didn't understand him, we have Google, guys. It takes 5 seconds to look up any of his songs. You know, somebody's like, well, he's trying to divide the culture and trying to divide people by saying they're not like us. Like, yeah, they're not like us. If you look it up for 5 seconds because you don't understand, well, you can educate yourself. We have the internet. We'll dig into far more shallow things than that to discover the meaning behind it in movies and comic books and art and video games. So why can't we take 5 seconds to look it up and go, oh, you know what? I couldn't understand this guy, but I like his message. You know, good on him. I hope he does well. It's not my thing. Once again, like I said, being not your thing is one thing. Saying that somebody has no talent or is a fucking loser over something like that you don't necessarily align with or see eye to eye about is very dismissive. And I think I'm using the word ignorant because I think that some of it is a willful ignorance towards that situation and towards that person instead of recognizing it for what it is, which is not a great performance by a rapper who you maybe have never heard of and maybe are making judgment calls and assessments about. Like I said, if you don't like it, whatever. But to call the guy a loser, say he's talentless, says he has nothing to offer anybody, very wild take. And I think it's a very ignorant take to have. And a lot of people got upset with me about this. Like, I like Kendrick. I'm not in love with Kendrick. I don't have, like, I have some of his songs in my playlist. But more than anything, a lot of people being like, yeah, well, rap is garbage. Rap isn't music. Rap is trash. Rap has no value whatsoever. When there's a lot of people, even in our industry, that do rap and make rap music that are Christians and glorify God through their music, or are conservatives and talk about conservative values and aren't out here talking about disgusting things or talking about things that are culturally reprehensible, I think are also important. And uplifting those people and recognizing the work that those people are doing to change the industry is also very important. Closing off an entire section of people that listen to a certain type of music and telling them that the music that they listen to is devoid of value and inherently bad is very, very, very dismissive, and it closes down discourse and conversation. And I think that that's the more important thing to have. And like I said, there's a lot of there's a lot of nuanced takes about this stuff, and I know nuance is very difficult to necessarily find in the internet, but just to say rap isn't my thing is a totally valid take that I would never get mad at anybody about. But it's the judgment calls about people that bothers me. Oh, is my audio buzzing again? Jeez. Why does my mic keep buzzing? Let me see there. Hold on. Does that sound better? I don't know why my mic is buzzing like that. It might be my computer itself, actually. You know what? I wonder if it has nothing to do with my mic. It might have everything to do with something else. Dun, dun, dun. Something else. There we go. Let me see if that works. All right, I'm going to catch up on chat. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Reach Out the Cripple just sent this in. Remember, for 8 months. And I did appreciate, Risa, of your response. I saw that in Tuesday night's main event, but I'd love to have a more in-depth conversation with you about Kendrick, but Twitter and YouTube super chats don't really allow for that. That's fair. Having a conversation about Kendrick as an artist, to me, is a very different thing and something that I'm inclined to have and talk about, you know? I know I'll eventually see you in person again, Risa. I'm always down to have conversations with you, so. The other part of it is too, and this is a more of a nuanced take as well. Mumble rap is an actual like genre of rap. It's very lazy. I wouldn't say that every mumble rapper is a talentless hack, but I will say that mumble rap is a thing that has happened and is a thing that caught on and is a very lazy form of rap and music in general. I wouldn't say that everybody that does it is, like I said, garbage, but I would say that a lot of guys that do it are doing it because they realized it was that they could do very low effort, very little bit, and they could rely on the music over what their actual content is. And a lot of times they're not saying anything in their lyrics, and I think that that's important. But Kendrick Lamar actually is a very talented lyricist, and I think there's a lot of depth to his music and stuff that I think is important. And I don't want to, I'm not going to get into super more. We're not going to talk about this super long time again, but like I brought up Kendrick, you know, people like Killer Mike, J. Cole. I brought up Flawedzilla, who's a guy in our industry, our circle, who's more conservative, but is writing like actual songs about actual shit that's important to him, that means something to him, and extolling Christian values, talking about his life before and his life without God and all that stuff. All important. NF. I know a lot of people like NF. It's a white guy rapping. Because people are like, well, you know, this is a black thing. It's not a black thing. They're talented white rappers too. I'm not a fan of Tom McDonald, but whatever. A lot of people like him. He's definitely got a market, and I think a lot of people would like him, be less intimidated by him if he got into the Super Bowl. But also, a lot of the people watching the Super Bowl wouldn't know who he is. And then I brought up a guy named Toby Wigwe, who's also like a Christian rapper who talks about his family all the time and isn't out here partying and acting like a fool and stuff. And I think that that's important. You know, there are a lot of people in the music industry, in rap, in rock, all kinds, but specifically just calling out rap, that have got caught up in very, very unhealthy mentalities. A lot of these people that think that rap is the only way out of poverty, out of the hood, the only way to reach a better life. That is a thing for some people. And some of those people put in a lot of work and never see any success. Some people put in a very little bit of work and get a good break. Some of them are 400-pound women who don't get picked up in an Uber because they literally cannot fit in the car, and then decide to sue Uber for not picking them up, because that was a whole fucking thing. 426-pound rapper getting mad at a guy because his smart car couldn't fit her in it. I don't know why people like that get famous, and I don't know why they blow up, but they do, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Damn, that cough is getting on my nerves. So, all right, let me catch up with the rest of the chat. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit longer about this. Hopefully my mic doesn't keep fucking up. Mike, you should have watched the Pistons destroy the Bulls tonight. They're now solid in 6th place. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. I was disappointed he didn't do Mad City or stuff from To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted him to do King Kunta. That would have been kind of rad, so. Doctor Doom is the GOAT. Hell yeah, dude. Doctor Doom is one of my favorite Marvel villains ever, so. Matt was right. It's a terrible halftime show. I just don't think it was the worst halftime show of all time. There are a lot of bad halftime shows that exist. I think it was okay. I think it was passable, especially considering some other really bad shows. I think that always needs to be considered too, in comparison. To be honest, I don't care about Kendrick. I'm more interested in the thing about Serena Williams in the Crip Walk. Supposedly her sister was killed by one. Yeah, I didn't know that her sister was killed by a Crip. I know that the reason Kendrick had her come out there was to flex on Drake because she's his ex, and he's like, look, I got all your exes out here singing and dancing to my music, calling you names, calling you a PDF file, which, yeah, it's pretty wild. So, should have chosen Drake. He definitely wouldn't definitely bring out Wayne and Young Money alums. Oh yeah, I mean, that could be next year. Who knows? Sorry, Kendrick hasn't paid his dues to be gifted in the Hall halftime show. Facts. I think that that's a valid argument. Has he paid his dues? He's been around a long time. Had a lot of critical acclaim with his albums. But I get you. You know, he's on his way up, and right now he's on a hot streak, not necessarily on a transcendent streak with rap. And I do feel you there. D Mad says, I'm not a Kendrick fan, so I can't really comment on the performance. The choreography was fine. Samuel Jackson was funny as Uncle Sam, but it was in my opinion. I think that's a valid criticism, a valid take. Best rapper is Jimmy Pop from Bloodhound Gang. That's actually pretty fucking funny, Hazard. What's up, Tommy Halter? Sorry I didn't see you earlier, but yeah. The thing I really liked in Super Bowl was the commercials. There's some good ones. I haven't actually caught up on all the Super Bowl commercials. I probably got to go through and watch a bunch of them at some point. I don't like Drake, but he's definitely more worldwide famous than Kendrick. That's true. Drake is definitely far more famous than Kendrick. I don't have an opinion about the urban stuff, chat. I'm just happy to be here. It's like crazy. Check out Meatloaf perform at the 2011 AFL Grand Final. It was painful. Was it? Oh, that sucks, man. He didn't play Money Trees. Yeah, he didn't, which is kind of a bummer as well. I think the NFL should be 100% black people. I do not think that that's a good idea at all. The occult stuff is out of control. Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping for Wayne. Just imagine he would have brought out Birdman and the Goat, Juvenile. That could have been kind of legit. Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci shoes. Yeah. Major take Benny, stay in your lane, bro. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you want to give a commentary, that's one thing, but yeah. No beef, just chicken. Lyrics can be incoherent nonsense and it'd still be music. I agree with that. Shock and Awe Bear says, all right, I gotta go to bed because we're excited. Later I'll keep up the meek. Thank you so much, Shock and Awe Bear. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys, everybody who's still here hanging out. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I know it's been really inconsistent recently with me being sick and just being fucking tired in general with just the regular life chaos. But I am definitely trying to get back to work on stuff, be more consistent on streaming. I also have plans to do more videos. Dude, I just am not a fan. It's weird when I don't have somebody to like talk to directly, when I'm like not able to hang out with you guys and just chat. It's really difficult to just like turn on the camera and just rant at it. But I probably should at some point. Probably do some like retro movie reviews. I've been thinking about that a lot, especially with the Monday Hangover. And then just giving my thoughts. Maybe I'll do like a video just giving like my brief thoughts on the Super Bowl. I don't know, just to talk. It'll be something I figure out at some point. I don't know. I'm terrible at making videos, so I stopped listening to words when I started listening to a lot of Japanese metal and stuff. Interesting. I didn't know he said any of that. I couldn't understand him. And that's fair. I get it. But kids want to do hood rat stuff with their friends. Yeah, and don't do that. King Cringe says he's also a pro-black racist and comes off as pompous and overhyped and a hypocrite. I know a lot of people feel that way about him. I don't necessarily agree with that, but you know, to each his own. I'm just glad I didn't watch football, so I didn't have to see any of this. Here you go, Vex Fears. Playing 3D chess. Kendrick also pulled a white woman up on stage and told her in front of his entire sold-out crew she can't sing his lyrics because I had the N-word in it. Did he really do that? See, that kind of stuff is stupid. Which is why, like, that's the other thing about the nuance and subtlety. I don't have to agree with everything Kendrick does. I don't agree with everything Kanye does, but I'm a huge fan of his music, especially lately. Woof. But I get somebody saying, listen, some of his actions, some of what he's done are things that I don't agree with. I saw that I was doing robot again. Have the Foo Fighters done a halftime? I don't know if the Foo Fighters have ever done a halftime show. That would be a good one though. Double Hawk says I laughed my ass off when he looked straight at the camera and dropped the line calling Drake a pedo. Yeah. He was like, hey Drake. Yeah, dude, that was wild. If you wouldn't play it in the supermarket, it's inappropriate music for prime time. And you can play some of Kendrick's music in a fucking you play some of his music, but yeah, I mean he does censor himself a lot too, but me, he's successful and I'm not. How can I not hate? Listen to Nanowar of Steel. They're kings of nonsensical tunes. Interesting. I don't remember. It was like Super Bowl Sunday, 4 p.m. I don't even know who played, so I don't care. It's fair. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? Dude, that Seal commercial bothers me so much, but it's also fucking hilarious. I enjoy Kendrick stuff like how he injects a lot of soul and funk into his music too. Yeah. Well, these fools are misinformed. Rap has been art and important since the 80s. 50 plus years, man. Yeah. Heist Man says, Epic Mike, please don't give up. The fight is not over yet. I'm not giving up anything, man. I'm here. We're locked in, man. Audio buzzing again. Oh, jeez, dude. Hopefully I fixed that. I don't think shitting on rap means you're automatically disqualifying the people that like it. I think saying that it's not music is. I think that's a very specific statement versus saying I don't like this, or I really don't like what a lot of rap represents. There's a lot of ways to say that. Benny is not a stupid person, and I think he's capable of articulating himself very well. Like I said, I don't have beef with Benny. I've met Benny. He's a nice dude. I think he is trying to understand more about pop culture, about nerd culture. He's come to a lot of Geeks and Gamers events and things to get to know people, interview people, ask people questions. I know he was at MegaCon last year to talk to people. So I like Benny. I just think this was a bad take from him. I just think a Super Bowl halftime show should have artists and songs that people automatically know from general exposure. I shouldn't have to do research. I didn't watch, but I didn't judge it either. I mean, that's also a fair point, though. If you don't really know who the person is, that could be off-putting. I don't know if there's anybody that I can currently think of. Somebody brought up like Creed. That might be a fun one. I don't know. I would be interested, and and you guys can drop this in chat. Who would you like to see like in the next Super Bowl? If you were to pick an artist and go, yeah, I think that this guy or this gal or this group would absolutely slay at the Super Bowl, absolutely kill it if they were in it. I would love to hear some of you guys' suggestions, because I don't know. You know, there are some people that I think Foo Fighters, I think, are a great choice. I would love to see the Foo Fighters in the Super Bowl. I think they do a great job, but yeah. King Von is a vibe though, right? Mike caught the Jades. I do have the Jades, yeah. If he says lolly lo, we'll know, chat. I'm not an AI. Mike's hair is disrupting the antenna. I don't know what's going on with that. It probably is my computer itself. I probably should have to restart it. Beardo's pioneering hiccup rap. That's crazy. When your CPU spikes to 100%, will trigger audio issues in OBS. Yeah, my CPU shouldn't be spiking that high. I don't know what's going on. Let me see here. I'm not dropping frames or anything. Oh yeah, my CPU usage was pretty high there for a second. I wonder what's going on. Maybe it's Opera GX. Maybe I'm having trouble with my specific browser. Maybe I should try a different browser going forward. I've had trouble. I also know my computer wants the update, and that could also be part of it, is maybe the update is like making it mess up. Who knows? Anyways. I didn't mind the halftime show, just didn't see it as a great halftime performance. I would have preferred watching Flawed. I'd watch the shit out of Flawed in the Super Bowl. I think he'd kill it, bro. I legitimately think I did, like he would. Like Adam Krigler was like, "Why did you mention Flawed in all this?" I was like, "Because he's black and a rapper." And people were like, "See, you're just race baiting." I'm like, guys, it's a joke. I do think Flawed is very talented, and I would love to see him blow up. So, all right. Rough Dice says it's in the area around the nipple. Your boy Maxilla made this official. Boy, don't trip, don't pull your pistol. Know what I'm saying? Areola song by Tech 9. There you go. My favorite mumble rap. That's crazy. Logic's early stuff was good. Logic had some good stuff, and he fucking went off the deep end. Yeah. Tommy Halter says, gotta mention the GOAT YouTube rapper Froggy Fresh, aka Krispy Kreme. That's true. I don't know if you guys have heard. I think we listened to Froggy Fresh on stream before. We might have. If we didn't, I'll pull it up. Don't you know that I am the baddest of them all? Because he
there they were.
He remade one of his fucking songs recently. I think we watched this on stream. I think we watched Froggy Fresh on stream before. If you haven't already, go check him out. He's a fucking internet legend. So, let me see here. It's all music, Mike. It doesn't matter what genre. I mean, that's fair. Y'all don't know about Lil Wayne. Definitely a dope white rapper. Or Lil White. I don't know anything about Lil White. That's crazy. Kendrick must have sent one hell of a super chat to Meek for Meek to defend this hard. Joking. I mean, shit, I'd take his money if he sent it to me, but She's 589 pounds. Is she fucking really? Yo, that's fucking crazy. That's huge. The show was plain. I do agree that there wasn't a lot of spectacle to it. Yeah. I haven't been a band for fans of rock and roll at the Super Bowl since 2015. And even then, it's 25 plus year old bands. Why is the NFL abandoning rock? That's a good question. I think that they should do more to cater to, or more hybrid. It would be great to see like a hybridization of like, you know, this artist and this artist together doing some kind of music or playing off of each other. I remember when Coldplay was there, and I was like, I love Coldplay, a lot of their music, and I think that they're really good for concert experience. And they're like, yeah, cool, like that was 5 seconds of Coldplay, now let's bring out Beyonce and Bruno Mars. And I was pissed. Bruno Mars did a decent job as well, but like, yeah, I was not happy to see Beyonce at all. So Action Bronson has bars too. Yeah, Action Bronson's no joke. Yeah, the guy brings it. So Reese the Cripple says, I would say Lil Wayne and Kendrick were the gateway to mumble rap. Just because Wayne got lazy after Manny Fresh was run out of the label, Kendrick voice is naturally dronish. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. 100%, Reese. Listen to you talking about rap. You know what's up. I feel you. Sissy, have a great night. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, that Lyft rap. Oh, it was Lyft. Sorry, not Uber. Yeah, she showed up to Breakfast Club and had to sit on a whole booth. Yeah, they gave her a chair, and she was like, "You guys don't have anything different to sit in?" And they had to bring out like a whole part of a sectional couch for her to sit on. Pretty wild. Didn't Drake diss Serena? He probably did. I mean, she's his ex now, so. I think the rapper beef thing is really immature, like really a grown man. I mean, yeah, but it sells tickets. That's a big part of it, is it sells tickets. So, me, Drake will also be a high school kid in a wheelchair. That's true. He'll always be Jimmy from Degrassi to me. Key said, my only issue was the halftime show got in the way of me enjoying my team smashing the Chiefs. Listen, that is one of the most valid things I've heard so far about it. Like, yo, get this fucking concert shit out the way. I want to keep watching the Eagles destroy the Chiefs. I respect the hell out of that. Yeah. I'm going to try to catch up on chat here. When are you and Savvy on the stream? We actually just talked about that a little bit earlier. When we can find some time, we just both very busy people, and trying to find time that coordinates really well for both of us is very difficult to do. And right now, because she doesn't have a PC, it's even more difficult to do. It will happen at some point, though, I'm sure. Unless she fucking hates me and doesn't want to stream with me. But I don't think that that's the case. Could be, though. Carbon Chaos, member for 3 months. His message is just, thank you for the message, Carbon Chaos. I appreciate you. Buzz is back. Oh, geez. I think I fixed it, though. My electrolarynx is messing up again. That's crazy. I remember watching the Weekend Super Bowl performance. Not the best, but the memes were glorious. The memes were fucking hilarious for the Weekends, but he had a bunch of weird symbolism and shit in his. You guys should watch Robot Jocks. What's that? I've never heard of that before. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Yeah. Who was the last halftime performer that didn't bring out musical guests? I actually had a list up earlier of halftime performers and who they brought out with them. One of these days I'll have to do like a tier list of halftime performers. All right, let me see here. Let me go down to the most recent ones. All right, so we had Kendrick, he had Samuel Jackson, SZA, SZA, Serena Williams, and Mustard. Usher had a ton of fucking help. Okay, Rihanna didn't have anybody. So Rihanna did it by herself. It's pretty interesting. Rihanna's show was fine. If she wasn't pregnant, And I like, no offense against pregnant women, but if she wasn't pregnant, she would have been able to move and dance a lot more. I think her show would have actually been really, 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 really good, because she can perform really well without being overly sexualized. A lot of times she does overly sexualize herself, but she doesn't have to be talented. Let me see here. So Rihanna was the last one, and then we had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, all of those guys. And then before that, The Weeknd. The Weeknd didn't have any guests, but he was also trapped in like a weird fucking maze. You're a rat in a maze for a while, so that was weird. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, which I also didn't like that one. Yeah, but it's pretty rare. Lady Gaga didn't have any in 2017. She didn't have any guests. Coldplay had so many. Coldplay had Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson. Like, he had so many fucking people come out. It was weird. Yeah. The Who didn't have anybody in 2010. That performance was not super great though, and I don't have a problem with The Who. That was just, it was a little rough. But yeah. So it's actually pretty rare for them not to have a bunch of cameos and stuff though. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat here. My mic messes up again. Is it messing up again? Dude. I did have a bunch of stuff unplugged from my computer. Maybe that's what my mic is going. If it keeps messing up, I'll probably call it at some point. But Bon Jovi for Gary, that's fucking hilarious. That's just get rid of all the music together. Don't have anybody come out. That'd be actually pretty funny. Any good rock band would do. Metallica. I've seen a lot of people say Metallica. It seems like they're a pretty popular want. So that's actually kind of cool. Electric Callboy. I don't know who that is. My favorite band is called The Score. They call themselves an alternative rock, but their music is kind of hype you up, make you feel you can do anything. That's cool. I dig that. Next Super Bowl will be Taylor Swift. I did make that joke, but I don't necessarily think that that's not a realistic possibility. Have her do some of her country music and some of her modern pop stuff. I could see them doing Taylor Swift. Especially because she's been around, you know, but we'll see. Impending Doom, Crimson Thorn, Bloodthirsty. What about Kings of Leon? The Killers? The Killers! Oh, that's a good one. The Killers could do a really good job. Yeah, the Killers could actually do a good one. I listen to all sorts of music, metal, hard rock, jazz, classical, R&B, rap, hip-hop. Though honestly, I'm not listening to more recent music. Never heard of Kendrick. Is it? Yeah, Kendrick, you should check him out. Mr. Morale and the Hot Steppers is not his most recent album, but it's one of his more recent albums. I think that is one of his best albums that he's ever done. He wrote that while he was coming off of like starting therapy and getting a bunch of shit figured out. He wrote a song called Mother I Sober, which is like about him not, you know, getting to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. But like his mom, she was sexually assaulted when she was younger and carried that. And then his whole family was worried that the same thing would happen to him. And so they kept asking him if he did. And he's like, no, nothing ever happened. But they kept projecting that something did happen on him and stuff. And it caused a lot of trauma with him. There's a lot of stuff about that. And by the end of it, he kind of like starts kind of praying off and stuff and calling out like people in the industry that have also been, like that is really common in the rap industry specifically for these young men to have been sexually like molested and stuff when they were younger. And that a lot of them, that's why they do all the crazy shit that they do with like burying, the lyric is burying their pain in chains and tattoos and stuff. It's a pretty interesting song. It's pretty intense, man. He really gets into some real shit into it. But yeah, Mr. Morale and a Hot Step is. There's also Father Time, which is about like his dad and some of his father issues and stuff. It's pretty. There's some good shit in there. So, updates and background will tag you. Yeah, that's probably what's happening is this update. So you forced us to listen to Froggy Fresh and I almost unsubbed from you. All right, I got you. My bad. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat here. A crazy Tuesday night's main event. Thank you, Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. I thought that was pretty fun. Yeah. Mike drinking that Monster Mocha. Nice, right? I'm trying to stay awake. My Java Monster Mocha. I don't even normally drink those, but sometimes I get like a weird craving for them. And then I drink it and I go, why did I do that? The only way that heifer would fit in the back of my Corolla, I would have told her tough luck too. Oh fuck, that's pretty good. Don't make me laugh, please. It hurts. Oh fuck. Just Jano TV says it's my birthday, famo. Check me out. Well, happy birthday, Just Jano over on Kick. Happy birthday. And then Azra Tsushima says mine's in a day. Listen, shout out to the February birthdays. You guys want to know a secret? You guys want to know a little secret? Here's the thing. I don't tell people this very often. This is a thing that I do not talk about very often because I don't like to talk about it. But February is my birth month. And my birthday is actually right around the corner coming up here. I don't normally talk about my birthday, but February 23rd, I will be turning 35 years old. It's finally happened. The big 3-5, it caught up to me. I'm not a huge fan of my birthday. I don't like to talk about it. It's just another fucking day to me normally. But yeah, my birthday's coming up. I just say that because shout out to all the February birthdays. It's awesome. It's rad. So yeah, February 23rd, my birthday's coming up right around the corner, man. Yeah, no, guys, I've been having mic trouble all night, so apologies. If it messes up again, I'll probably call it. But what's going on, Hypnotic Raiders? Welcome in. Damn, I gotta catch up. Hypnotic Raiders popping in. Hey, repent. Bigot Army. Shout out to Hypnotic. I made a joke about Hypnotic biting people because of the cat ears, so I'm very sorry about the Hypnotic, but appreciate you, bro. Shout out being here. We're talking a little bit about the Super Bowl, calling it here pretty soon because my mic keeps messing up. But yeah, shout out to the Bigot Army. I appreciate you guys being here, and once again, shout out to Hypnotic. I appreciate you. Let me see if it's working better now. Probably use your computer. I saw feed flash earlier. Yeah, I keep noticing that too. I'd probably just have to unplug all my shit and plug it back in again afterwards. Kind of ironic that Kendrick's first big single was a big drinking anthem. All the lyrics were about how bad drinking is. Yeah. It's actually pretty funny. Metallica isn't metal and it's barely music. That's wild, War Wizard. Anime Mania, thank you so much. I am doing pretty good. Dragton says repent. I'm repenting. I'm a filthy sinner. Yeah. But speaking of that, a certain somebody, a certain piece of shit fucking YouTube Twitter guy who likes to clout chase and kiss everybody's ass was talking about a list of video games today. Was saying like this list of video games are like, what's your favorite like non-woke BioWare video game or whatever? And they were talking about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. They were fucking talking about Mass Effect 1. I think Mass Effect 2 as well. I brought up like a ton of games, and the fucking hilarious thing was only one game of the entire fucking list didn't have like an option for same-sex romances. And it's like, tell me you don't know shit about gaming without telling me you don't know shit about gaming. It was fucking hilarious to me to try to like talk all this shit about fucking anti-woke this stuff, and then you turn around and support like games that have the shit in it that you were calling out and saying makes a game bad. It's just one of those things. It just kind of exposes again, some of these people do not have any actual interest in the betterment of gaming or seeing gaming as a hobby or in our culture grow or exist beyond latching onto it and just using the outrage for clout. And it's really fucking annoying, man. If not for the craziness, Kanye would do a great album. But yeah, he's fucking nuts right now, dude. Run the Jewels, bro. I know a lot of people mention Killer Mike. Run the Jewels would be great. People would be pissed off by that though, because if they played like Reagan or anything, the first time he screamed "Kill your masters" in front of everybody, people would be pretty upset. But Double Hawk says, "Meet the Crammed" by Kendrick is one of the wildest songs I've ever heard. There are diss tracks, and then there's that song, right, dude? Mike, don't drink energy drinks when you're sick or still recovering. I know, Majin so, but I'm tired all the time. I'm just trying to stay awake. Yeah, all right. Let me almost get caught up. Oh shit, my thing just glitched again. Hold on. Let me see if that fixed it. Hopefully I'm not doing my thing again. Meek History Month. Oh geez. Other secret. Mike was born with a tail. Hey, that's my secret. Damn. Ooh, nice, Mike. Meek History Month. That's fucking crazy. Let's see here. Meek, please tell me you already have your midnight release tickets for Captain Can't Get a Bank Loan America. That's actually a really fucking good name for him, because he really legitimately could not get a bank loan. They're like, yeah, we're not giving you money. He's like, well, I've been dead for 5 years. And they're like, that doesn't mean shit to me. Think of your birthday as leveling up. Yeah. Only like the more you level up, the like worse your body gets. Doesn't insurance go down to 35 or is it 34? Who knows? Who fucking knows anymore? I hate my birthday too, Mike. I turned 30 this year. Well, happy coming up birthday, Agent Orange. Welcome into 30. So, hypnotic semi-autistic grandson. Oh my God. Dude, that profile picture is wild. Grandpa loves that I poop my diapers and my mom has dusty milk that I have to add water to feed it. I've had better powdered milk in another life. Fucking shit, dude. Don't make me laugh. Fuck. Is Dragon? Okay, my bad. I'll just call you Dragon. I saw the 7. I wasn't sure. Don't want to lose connection. Yeah, I think it's my computer. I just got to reset the whole bitch. Reset the bitch. John or John JDA. They immediately called it out. Hi Kika. Krista, I am so sad that we didn't get to make cookies at MegaCon. Jeremy and Beardo were talking about how good your cookies were that you made for the Super Bowl party, and I am so jealous that I didn't get to try any of them, and we need to make cookies. It's happening. As soon as we can get to a meetup, we're making cookies, okay? Growing up, I want to make video games, so I have a problem with always looking at them through that lens. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Holy Fuck says, tell us the history of the fro. The short of it is, I used to always wear my hair short. And then one time right after I got out of high school, I was in like a major depression because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I grew a fro for a little while. And then I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm never doing this again. And I shaved my head again and kept my hair like really, really, really short. And then in like 2020, I said, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. And like, I let it grow out for a little while, got it cut. And then it's like 4 years ago, I just stopped cutting my hair. I just was like, fuck it, I don't want to cut it anymore. So this is like 4 years of hair growth. And I know, like, here's the thing, like, the hair on top and stuff is not as thick as it used to be. I can feel that. I know that I probably will get another, like, 3 or 4 years of really good hair before it starts to thin out and stuff. And I'm not trying to, like, you know, comb it all over and be like, hey, everybody, look at how thick and yummy my hair is all the time. I know that that's not, like, eventually the hair will just be too thin and I'll have to probably, like, go bald, but that's okay. So I'm just enjoying it while I have it. And people seem to like the fro. Ladies like to touch it. Lady Epic likes to run her fingers through it. You know, there could be worse things in the world, so. It's very, very light cold coffee. Well, I mean, then it works. It does its job. All right, I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I just think that this is funny. But yeah, this is the best pre-woke BioWare RPG. Oh.
Cringe, 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 cringe. Cringe, cringe.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 both have optional same-sex romances. Neverwinter Nights doesn't. Knights of the Republic even has optional same-sex romances. Jade Empire, Mass Effect, and Mass Effect 2. Dragon Age Origins definitely fucking has it. And so here are all the pre-woke games that have all the things in it that you said that they shouldn't have in it, except for Neverwinter Nights. Shouldn't have in it, or else you're supporting gay porn, according to other people. Here's the thing. This is why it's dangerous. If you declare that supporting something equates to being in support of something that doesn't necessarily relate. It's like if you say things like playing this game means that you support gay porn, then when you also turn around and say that the game itself also supports or has in it grooming, like they did with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, by the same moral standard that you held people to by saying they support gay porn, you then have to hold those people to the same standard so that they also support the grooming. You'd have to call everybody that plays Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 a groomer. But you're not going to do that. You know why? Because these fucking people don't really believe what they're saying. These people are fucking cowards. And they know that if they push the line too hard, this moral line that they stand for and fight against all the perversion and disgusting, terrible things in gaming, if they push that line too fucking hard, shit will come back to bite them. You cannot just go around calling people groomers because they don't really believe that. And they know that if they did push that line, they could potentially get sued. And they're not going to do that. My thing is, if it's a moral line, if it's really morally reprehensible to you, and you really believe that by buying a game that has gay sex scenes in it means that you support gay porn, and you don't, then you want to stand for that and fight for that, then the logical consistency means you also need to stand for the other thing. And if you're worried that the other thing is going to lead to you getting sued or in trouble, you don't really care that much morally about it, do you? Do you? Just something to consider. That's all. Thank you for Valentine Ferguson for dropping the merch store in the chat. I appreciate it. If it keeps happening, trying to make sure all your cables are fully connected. Yeah, I just unplugged them and plugged them back in. Hopefully that works. But if it happens again, I'll probably call it and I'll reset my computer and shit. So, make your special Beardo cookies. He loves those. I'm not making poop cookies, bro. I'm not making poop cookies. Mike, what kind of cookies are you making? I'm not sure. I gotta figure that out with Krista. I don't know. Glenathan, have a good night, man. Appreciate you. Mike Meek's getting a wig in a few years. Nah, I'm just gonna shave my head bald. I'm just gonna go full on bald with it. I have only not played Jade Empire, these games. The only one I haven't played are Neverwinter Nights and no, that's not true. I haven't played Jade Empire. I own it. I've never played Neverwinter Nights, and I haven't played Baldur's Gate 1. So, playing devil's advocate, I think he means before woke nonsense became front and center in the industry. I mean, that's fair. Playing devil's advocate, I can see that. It's just also BioWare's kind of been the same. It's just that they got to go full mask off with it in the end. But they were doing this shit in Mass Effect 3. It just wasn't as prevalent because they couldn't preach about it as much. I gotta play KOTOR someday, man. Dude, Anime Mania, KOTOR is one of the greatest video games of all time. It's in my top 5. I think it's in my top 5. I love KOTOR. That's in my top 10. I don't know. It's in my top 5. It's definitely my top 10. I fucking love KOTOR. Yeah, KOTOR's perfect. Yeah. I don't remember KOTOR having same sex. I remember Bastilla for guys and Karth for women. My sister was pissed. She hated Karth. You can, as a female, you can also romance Juhani. As a male, I don't think there's a romance option for another male, but as a female, you can romance Juhani. It's Chantel Rose, isn't it? Yep, it is. I want Bastilla. Dude, Bastilla's amazing. Was KOTOR OG Xbox exclusive? I don't know if it was Xbox exclusive. It might have been. I don't know. It might have been. Someone explained to me the grooming stuff about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Is there actually pedo stuff in it, says Agent Orange. Okay, so the gist of it is this. The character that is your rival in the first game, who then you can be in a gay relationship with in the second game, that character is like canonically in real life was like 15 years old at the time of the game. According to the developers, this is their words, not mine. I'm not justifying that because I have not played the game. The developers said that everybody in the game, like that the codex is specifically the factual, logical, breakdown of the characters themselves, because some of the characters are real people, and that their ages, their birth dates, all that stuff are in the codex as they actually existed, but that the game takes liberties with ages, that they aged everybody up. The developers specifically said there are no children in Kingdom Come Deliverance, but if you have already set yourself against the game and have decided that the fact that it has 2 gay characters in it means that, you know, it's a degenerate piece of shit perverted game, you start digging into other things and start saying things like, well, the game is also very anti-Christian because there are characters in it that are not Christians that are opposed to Christianity, even though apparently Henry, the main character, if you do study in the game and read books and stuff like that, becomes more religious as the game goes on, as well as the fact that, yes, there is an optional gay male romance in the game that you can pursue, and that character canonically in real life was about 15 years old, but the developers are claiming that that was never the intention, and that character is aged up because they do not have children in the game. I think there's an argument to be made of not giving the benefit of the doubt to game developers. I also think there's a legitimate argument to be made that people are misconstruing this game because they were angry about it and they were bothered by and morally outraged by a specific thing in the game. And when they tried to declare that the game was a flop, declare that the game was an absolute failure, they were proven wrong. And instead of just moving on to something else, they tripled down on it and started digging through, trying to find reasons to be morally outraged about the game. And that was the conclusion that they came to, not realizing what the implications of that really mean and what the implications of calling people one thing because of a less egregious thing than the other thing you called out in the game is. So Andrew says, I hate relationships in real life, but I want to replicate one of my video games. That's pretty good. Other Cap 4 leaks on Twitter. I'll check them out. Has anybody read JDA's romance books? I have not. I would never read any of his fucking books. Unless maybe somebody gave them to me for free and I like absolutely... If somebody sent me like money to read one and like I didn't have to pay for them, maybe. But I do not want to read his fucking books, dude. Chocolate chip with macadamia is a banger cookie. That sounds so good. Fun the Fro, thank you, Turd Ferguson. Are any of those titles after like 2010? I don't think so. I think they should just use historical characters if they want to push those types of scenes in games. That's the thing too. You could have avoided using canonically young characters in the game too. That's true. I'd love to play KOTOR, but I don't have a PC. Well, KOTOR is on the original Xbox and it's backwards compatible. KOTOR 1 and 2, you can find copies of them. You can play them on the Xbox Series X, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One, all backwards compatible, and they do actually upscale the games to look better. So, never played the Mass Effect games. Is it worth getting into with the Legendary Collection? I think so. Some people will tell you no. I think so. Mass Effect 1 is a great RPG. Mass Effect 2 is a great action adventure game with some small RPG elements. And then Mass Effect 3 is a decent enough ending to the game. Mass Effect 3 has some disappointing parts, but the DLC is excellent in Mass Effect 3. I think a lot of the characters are really great, and watching their stories conclude is really awesome. I think the best of all 3 games is Mass Effect 2. But I love all 3 Mass Effect games. I've played through them multiple times, and the Legendary Edition was great because some of the DLC I didn't play, I missed out on, and so I got to play the whole game with all the DLC in it, and it was fun. And it was more fun than I remembered it being, playing it again. So KOTOR was also on GameCube and PC. Gotcha. Yeah, so I think if you can get the Legendary Edition, I also believe the Legendary Edition is on Game Pass. But if you have Game Pass and want to play it and don't want to have to pay for it, go for it. And if you find it on sale, I think it's worth playing. It's one of the greatest video game trilogies of all time. So I'm not sure if KOTOR is on stream though, on Steam. It should be on Steam. It's also still on, yeah, it's on Switch. It's on a lot of places. They re-released it a lot, so. Jeremy Maxwell says there are no children in the game. There you go. Mass Effect is so worth it, you won't regret it. There you go, man. Game director says there are no children in the game and the characters look mid-20s. That's fair. Robot Mike is back. Oh, jeez. Is that better? I've set myself against Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, says Reese of the Cripple, because the dev is lying the same way that James Gunn lied about the Flash movie. I mean, that's fair. Pickle says, where the bad bitches at? Anyone to party up? PS5. Pickle's out here playing, bro. What's going on, Pickle? How you doing, man? The case of being optional doesn't bother me. The grooming stuff I was hearing about was what had me worried. That would have me worried too, man. I feel that. Shoot. When we tell Mike the mic is screwing up again, he'll end the stream and that's bad. Oh, jeez. All right. KOTOR has an amazing Android port. I have not played it on Android, but that's awesome if it had a good Android port. Fire Emblem has bisexual options for a while. I never really minded it. I think it'd be for straight men who want to play as female avatar and vice versa. That's fair. Yeah. KOTOR is great. KOTOR is one of the greatest video games of all time. KOTOR 2 is a flawed mess that elevates some versions of and parts of KOTOR. It is a much better version if you have it on computer and you get the mod, the complete edition or whatever. It adds some cut content and some story beats that are missing from the original game. But Mass Effect is a complete trilogy and Mass Effect is rad. So, excuse me. Agent Orange said, I played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, and this stuff about Henry and Hans being 15 didn't make sense to me. Because they don't talk or carry themselves as 15-year-olds, I assume they're around 20, which I think is the point. I think if the game itself lends itself to what the devs are saying, I think you can trust that, not the devs itself, but trust the context of the game itself. But, yeah. So... Valkyria Winter says, I love how everyone forgets about Game of Thrones in the books. They're very young. In the show, they're older. That's a good point, Valkyria Winter. That is a very good point. Everyone want to go on about paddle stuff in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, then so is Game of Thrones. Making some sense here. The noise took care of itself. Yeah. I was surprised there were no major video game ads during the Super Bowl. Yeah, I was too. I think gaming's in a weird spot right now. I think they're trying to figure out what they want to do next. So KOTOR is wonderful. I played more Star Wars The Old Republic, which I enjoy each class's story. I've only played through the Jedi Sentinel, I think, and one other character, but I've never finished their stories. I just haven't had time to sit down and play The Old Republic all the way through, even though I've heard it's really good. So, all right, guys, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. I'm going to call it there. My throat needs a break. And also my mic keeps fucking up and I'm getting mad. So I'm going to call it here though. This was a good Tuesday night's cool down. I love talking to you guys. Like I said, the plan will be, unless something goes wrong, there will be a stream tomorrow either way. Whether it's a Afrocast or whether it's the start of Resident Evil 3, I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely leaning towards Resident Evil 3, and I'm also strongly considering making it a Fright Mike stream, so there are the sound alerts that just scare the shit out of me. But Frank the Tank says, "Night Mike in chat. Just got home from work. Got to be back at 6 a.m. Hey Frank, I appreciate you popping in, bro. Always good to see you in chat. Listen, guys, you are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We do this every Tuesday night after Tuesday night's main event over in Geeks and Gamers. Shout out to Hypnotic once again, dude. Thank you always. I always appreciate you raiding the channel. That means a lot to me. You're a real one. I appreciate you. Keep doing the hard work out there. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to Hypnotic, the Bigot Army. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you to all my regulars. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the recommitments. That means a lot to me. You guys are the best. Be sure, if you want to, check out the merch store, even if you don't get anything, even if you just look at it, tell me what you think of the merch. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow, some kind of stream, either Afrocast or Resident Evil 3. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Later.